I'm not sure my path into writing was typical in that I was already working inside the publishing business.
I started writing materials very soon after I started teaching.
To be honest, I think I was very lucky.
Editing always involves a certain amount of writing or rewriting. And so it was sort of natural in my role as a project manager that I would supply a certain amount of the written input on materials.
I was one of my earliest jobs was teaching EFL in South Korea, and soon after I got there, I was invited to co-author a series of three secondary school textbooks for the Korean school system.
My work as a writer began with writing review units.
I was working at an FE college with a couple of colleagues, and we were teaching quite low-level IELTS students, sort of pre-intermediate, low intermediate.
Then I moved on to workbooks.
That led to a couple of other projects with the same company. And by the time I left Korea, after 3 years, I had 12 books with my name on them.
And at the time, there really wasn't anything on the market for that level. So probably quite naively, we put together a proposal and sent it to Macmillan.
As opportunities for writing arose, I was right there and able to take them.
I came back to Canada. I was teaching in a university. I became curriculum coordinator.
And as it happened, they were thinking about doing the same sort of book.
The amount of writing I did slowly increased and the amount of editing and project management slowly decreased.
One of the courses that I was teaching was called critical reading. I couldn't find the right book for it, so I was writing a huge amount of my own material.
And to cut a long story short, we ended up being asked to write IELTS Foundation, which was the first book that I had published.
So it sort of naturally built up to the point where I was writing entire books with my name on the front.
And one day I happened to say to the Pearson sales rep, I've got this idea for a book. What do you think? And she said, sure, why don't you send in a proposal? And she told me who to send it to. I did that. And that led to my first book with Pearson.
But really, everybody tells me that this really shouldn't have been possible.
It worked for me.